The funny Ted impression.
A funny Ted impression.
Hey guys, what the fuck's going on? Watch ARTV now! Yeah, bitch!
Hey, that's Ted. That's awful. That was awful.
I figured the Arty viewers probably know who Ted is.
Hey guys, Twitch TV Tedverse here. Watch Arty live or I will. Ooh, I'll kiss you on the lips. Angrily. After not brushing my teeth. I'm Twitch TV Tedverse. I don't brush.
Don't use that one. Don't even be mad at me. He would call me out on Twitter and say, ArtyTV Live? More like, ArtyTV Live. Do that. That's a good one. I'm gonna eat this apple pie now. Too late. Called out already.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Well,
Pure content.
No thanks needed, but you're welcome.
Oh, are we
anyway.
supposed to say who we are? Oh, I fucked that up hard.
No, because he can cut it and make him do it.
then he can-
Yeah.
And then he'll cut from one of our earlier clips or VODs, being like where we introduce ourselves, like I'm Don So.
Alright everybody, I think I've done powdered my nose enough. Welcome to ARTV for the night. It's the proper show. That's right, we're starting half an hour early because I can't be bothered to play Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei for 5 more minutes. That's right. Anyway, back to Dishonored 2, the video game that everyone wants me to play, clearly. We're gonna dick around a ship for an hour. That's right. No subterfuge, no nothing. Just reading books, doing homework, and looking at people with the disembodied heart of my late mother. That's right. That's what we want. Are we ready to do the show? I think I pressed all the buttons I needed to press. That's probably statistically unlikely, but who gives a shit? When have I been ready in the last 10 years for anything? Fuck it. Stinger. There we go. Oh, but now the screen is fucked. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely 100% correct factually. Continue. On the 6th Dreadful Whale, where I will meet with Anton Sokolov to discuss my next steps before taking the skiff to the Dust District. I move slightly faster with my weapons sheathed. I was looking around yesterday. I had the kind of loose thought of maybe checking out if there's any cool mods for Dishonored 2 that fix the game in some way. And the only mod that people seemingly wanted was the mod that removes the vignette of you crouching down. Even though this is the only thing that's telling me that I'm actually crouched, other than, you know, pulling this out and having the hilt backwards. Anyway, we faffed around yesterday to see what's going on. I don't think I've gotten any new little curios, now that I can tell. Probably missed 7 of those already. Like, that's definitely from the Adamar Institute. I don't know why she's keeping that. That's a used needle. That one I don't remember where I got from. Isn't even of. Some guy's helmet. What do we have to say about the Dust District in shoddily pinned cursive? What happened 3 years ago? Brianna Ashworth and Delilah were infiltrating the minds of the Sisters of the Oracular Order, altering their visions and influencing their prophecies. That's one sentence. Not comma, altering their visions and influencing their prophecies. That's a whole unit of meaning. I can't imagine comma splicing anywhere near that. Can't imagine what would have become of the Empire if the Abbey had fallen completely into their hands. Thousands of believers being spoon-fed a new brand of religion under the same shiny overseer masks. Does Delilah dream of becoming, what, something akin to the Outsider? She's angry and twisted enough for that. I have left Ashworth stripped of Delilah's magic, cut off from the energies of the void. I hope that sends a message all the way to Dunwall. I'm coming to stop you, Delilah, and it won't matter how powerful a witch you are. I also learned that Ashworth organized some kind of seance for Delilah 3 years ago. I'm getting close to understanding Delilah's immortality, and for that I need to explore the abandoned manor of a certain mine baron, Aramis Stilton. I found out Megan Foster worked for Ashworth many years ago. I think Megan knows more than she's saying. What is she holding back? Sometimes she won't meet my eyes. Even when she smiles, she looks sad. But my gut says I need to trust her, at least for a little while longer. Try not to think about my father too much, but I'm worried sick. I hope Corvo is going to be alright. I hope he can feel the days and weeks passing not knowing that I'm alive or coming for him. 15 years ago, he was the one to rescue me. We spent our days hidden in the Handpits pub, and I thought I would never see Dunwall Tower again. I remember I was almost happy about it, thinking we would live a life of adventures. I think it helped me deal with my mother's death, as if it weren't real, as if it was another life. It's a very fragmented travel log, but that's fine. Maybe I should spend some time crafting my bones together into charms. What do these ones give me? No traits. So the black ones don't give me shit, and the corrupted ones also don't give me traits, but they give me quite a lot of things. Okay. Assassinations restore mana. Win a locked sword contest more easily. Bloodflies attack at slightly shorter distances closer to nests. And then restore my health when I hit them. Food restores more health. Your grenades inflict slightly more damage. Exploding bottles inflict damage in a wider area. Increases the area of effect for stun mines. Nothing super interesting. Now we get to equip them. Enemy pistols have a chance of misfiring. Take damage. Significant portion is abstracted from mana. Creates a shockwave. Far reach renders you invisible during movement. Since when do I have this? This fixes an issue I have. That's good. And I want to collect enough burn charms to finance my rune production. I think. For which, what do I need? Because I can spend master crafting required. No chance of corruption when crafting burn charms with 3 traits. Which crafting? Oh no, I need 8. Okay. Lower chance of corruption for burn charms with 3 or 4 traits. It's much reduced. When crafting new burn charms, it is possible to use the same trait up to 4 times across all your burn charms. Now that's... How did I not notice that before? That implies that maybe they scale. Alright, I'm investing. I'm investing as soon as I get a couple of more runes. That is interesting. Absolutely. The problem is that for that I need like 10, is it? I have 5 currently. That's 5, 7. That's a steep cost. But crafting them might not be too bad. She already moved out? Yeah, she has.
My mind is finally clearing. Now I can return to my work here, helping those who need it the most. What can I say about what you've done for me? Saved me from madness and, worse, from giving in to a life of sadistic brutality. How could I ever repay you for that? Given who you are and what you're in Karnaca to do, I can only say good luck. The city, the country, the empire, everyone is counting on you. I'll send something special for you, by way of courier. I hope it helps.
By way of courier. A rusty bucket. Okay. Not the kind of farewell I was expecting, but there we go. There's one.
Listen to me, talking to myself like the old loon I am.
Why is he touching up that portrait?
Brianna Ashworth, Duke, Jendosh, all of them taken by Delilah. That's how it was for a time.
I just want to hear what he has to say. It might take some
So
time.
many years ago, held prisoner in that old pub, sleeping in a dog kennel. Now in this pub, will wonders ever cease?
Hey, according to a note, you were quite chuffed about sleeping in that dog kennel.
Strange being here with you. Great events arise from unexpected interconnections. As a boy, the Duke meeting Delilah, Corvo given to Dunwald as a young soldier. We're all setting things into motion, all the time.
Okay. Anything interesting in the toilet? Nope. No new note has appeared, seemingly. This is on the fritz now, where I don't think it used to be. Hold on a second. Getting massaged. Okay. No new things. Engine still kicking. Kind of thought that there's so many rats. I don't think there used to be that many rats. So now look at them. Actually, let me do some work. I don't trust rats. Oh, did that just restore some shit? It might have. Okay. And the rats have disappeared. Anything new over here? She's got a pistol under her, I think. Oh, hello.
So our young friend is headed into the Dust District. Nobody lives there unless they don't have a choice. And people like Emily don't even visit. According to Sokolov, she'll be trying to get into Aramis Stilton's house. Not easy. I've tried. Stilton was a friend. Even as a mine owner, he was a good man who came up from working people and never forgot it. I went looking for him the night he disappeared. But the house was swarming with the Grand Guard. I showed them what I was worth, but it cost me. I'll live to see that score settled.
Okay. That's mildly interesting. I don't know what it means yet, but there's some vindictiveness there. She's been partaking of the booze. it seems. Not many notes this time around. Maybe it won't be an hour of me dicking around. This still looks super fucking pretty. Have we moved much? That's the Edinburgh Institute. Somewhere over there, I think, is the conservatory. That's the wind tunnel ravine that they have. Ah, fuck. Broke my legs. Is this for practice?
Megan is out in the city, but I'll explain.
The fact that I could hit that ledge. Is that a... It almost looked like a new mask. A la Corver. What is that? Several bobbins? Entrance circle of diary, the gears of time. Hello again, neglected journal. I smile as I write this, for I know others will read it. When I'm gone to the void, or perhaps as I languish in a prison cell somewhere. Fine then, read away, and laugh if it is your nature, at my foolishness and my aching joints. Does it please you to know that even walking is a chore? But I am too proud to use a cane. I can hear my bones protest with every step. A most unpleasant grinding noise that follows me wherever I go. It is amusing to know that my eyes can barely see this page. Or that my hand trembles as I hold the pen. Then laugh. Yes, the once great circle of is now just a tired old bag of bones. My meals are brought to me. Soon someone will have to hold the spoon lest I starve. I find it nearly impossible to paint and even more difficult to urinate, so laugh. But then, pause in your glee and take a moment to realize this. The same fate awaits you, my friend, should you be smart enough and lucky enough to live as long as I have. He's taking it on the chin. I don't know why I have this explicit access to inexplicable video game noise. Are you working on something? That's right. And what's weird, I remember exiting through that way a couple of days ago. I actually did that. And it wasn't that bad. Note from Circle of Emily, it's true, I don't tinker with mechanical devices much anymore, but I am not so old as to be useless just yet. Behold, I have fashioned a little contrivance for you, using only parts scavenged from this wretched vessel. Yes, alright, a few bits were currently in use, but I assure you none were involved in keeping us afloat. Say nothing to Megan, as her disposition needs no further souring. In any case, may this device serve you well. I don't need it, Sokolov. I have 17 already. I don't know what this is. It's making something. Indosh. It's working on his paints.
So years. I never expected to feel so tired. I came to Karnataka for the food. Yeah. Now this.
Fishtail, fish head. That's a big fish. Look at that guy. He hates it.
Visiting the Royal Conservatory got us closer to understanding Delilah's secret. Now for the next step.
I guess that's a curio, isn't it? One of the... I didn't mean to do that.
I wouldn't give for one more expedition to Pandysia. To see the cliffs rising up again. To watch the dust storms.
He's making a portrait of her. Isn't that sweet?
When this is over, I'm going back to Tibia.
He
I
likes
haven't
the
been
cold.
home in so long.
Paolo's not that old, but there's so much living written into the lines of his face.
Living there.
The Dust District. I've read about the winds coming through the cleft in Shindaray Peak, how the city uses it for windmills and mining operations. Aramis Stilton's home looks more like a bunker than a mansion.
Eccentric geniuses building bunkers all over the damn place. The Silver Spike on Overseers. Your dear editor is stepping aside this week to give you both sides of an argument raging across the city. Guest editor, we don't need the Abbey. Take heed, friends, the Abbey seeks to control our city and our lives. The Overseers are building chapels and outposts, taking advantage of the despair in the crumbling corners of Sykonos, like our own infamous Dust District. You may have seen the sly propaganda from my learned rival Sebastian Armitage, but consider with care. The Abbey will invade your homes looking for evidence of witchcraft or wrongdoing, and to them all manner of possessions are suspicious. They imprison and torture the innocent with the intent of extracting confessions. They frown on dancing, drinking, and gatherings. Are you prepared to abandon the Gleaner's Feast? Are you ready to submit completely as they demand? The Dust District can only be saved by the very people who have lived there all their lives. Like me, like you. Like Paulo and the Haulers, trying to make things better for us small people. Patrolling our streets, collecting and distributing resources to the ones in need. If more of us had Paulo's courage, maybe the Dust District could be called Bastila again. I do remember stabbing Paulo, or generally not being friends with them. Dust District Overseers or Howlers? Guest editor, the Howler Blight. The letter published last week by the Gazette was an outrage. How could Madame Anteau suggest that the Dust District, and even Karnaca itself, will be better off if we legitimized Paulo and his Howlers in any way? Instead, decent folk should hope to wake one morning and read that Paulo is finally dead or in jail. And why should we be wary of the Abbey? Only a witch need worry about the wrath of the overseers. The Howlers are nothing but a bunch of cutthroats who never worked a day in their lives. Everything they have, they've stolen. If you were their so-called protection... if you want the so-called protection, it comes at a price. On the contrary, the overseers have dedicated their lives to spreading the good values of the Seven Strictures. Believe me, the dust in Bastila is not in our streets, but in our hearts. And only the Abbey will make us clean again. Hypatia, Izzy Delilah, the Duke, Konika's Mechanical Marvels Conquer the World, that's been dealt with recently.
With Ashworth eliminated, that should hamper Delilah's plans.
Sure should. Oh, that's locked. I haven't seen that door before. I was thinking maybe something happens, but... Can I not? Why even let me go in there then? A hidey hole where it could be. The exact moment the ship gets invaded by someone. Oh wait. That could open. Interesting. Alright, let's talk to Sokolov.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first. Through a ruin created by the Duke, where my father grew up.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Howlo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
You think they'll help me get into Aramis Stilton's home?
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Seeing this place and these people, I can feel my perspective changing. How will I be different after this?
Where are you going?
Megan left a note for you. She's going to meet you... where was it? Oh, somewhere. I'm sure you'll find her. Make your way to the skiff when you want to start. We've hurt the Duke's people, but if we can't unravel Delilah's mysteries, it won't matter in the slightest. Do be careful. I have 9 children running around the Isles, but you've given me more than they ever did. In my days, the gangs were the Grey Court girls and the Ratfish. What became of them, I wonder?
Okay, that was the conversations, I guess. What an angle I just took. Any of these portraits speak?
The Vice Overseer for Karnaca, Liam Byrne.
I have a feeling that that portrait's gonna try and speak to me in like 2 to 3 missions. Out of the 2, obviously Paolo's already off of the table, so I'm gonna side with the Overseers if I can. Obviously what I said yesterday about us having no reason to really fear the Overseers and their anti-witchcraft in general. And clearly Paolo is a little bit magical himself. Still valid in my books. And I want the guys that have the music boxes with the ancient music playing that shit when I'm off to take back the throne. It's all that Sokolov is the guy that's telling me. Megan did leave a note for me, but it doesn't feel like it was the audiograph player. Maybe I'm wrong. Should give it a quick once-over again. That's not a note. I think that might be that, unless she left it on my desk. Which she did not. Maybe it was the audiograph player. Alright, let's get going.
Ready now?
Sure am.
Ready.
I'll get you as close as I can.
A Sokolov's gonna take me there? You must travel through the Dust District to Aramis Sultan's manor, which contains more of Delilah's secrets. Vice Overseer Byrne and his religious followers are at war with Paulo, leader of the Howler Gang. Either Byrne or Paulo will aid you for a favor.
Who was the man I'm after? Aramis Stilton?
An ally to the old Duke, loyal and smart. Stilton helped build modern Karnaca with those silver mines. Started as a miner, and worked his way up until he was a prince of industry. But now, the new Duke drives the mine crews night and day. Dust falls non-stop onto the district. What was once prosperous is now in ruins.
I suppose the Duke doesn't care, as long as he sips from silver cups.
And what are the cups of Dunwall Tower made from, Empress? In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District to reach Stilton's home. Maybe he's still in there. Or maybe he's dead. Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait here with this skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.
The mines could have been run slower for another generation. Only the Duke's greed caused all the ruin here. Has life been better here under Dunwall's influence? Or are the people worse off for it? Without the Empire, would they have thrown down the Duke? The people here have never seen the Duke's banquet table. Or yours.
I don't appreciate these mentions of class inequality. Thank you. I didn't. You know what I mean. Like that's painted over. There we go. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so fucking much. Roll a whalebone, thank you. Windmill operation? I know about that. Seen all of it before. It might be interesting seeing Megan Foster back in action, if that's what's happening. Seems to be close. It's gonna be a big vista, so I'm just gonna do this. Alright. I wonder what those are for. Big channels for something. Probably wind. That's crazy. Megan Foster's over there. I beg it. And I don't think I can just jump over there. As funny as that would be. Oh, she's not there.
They're stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other so the fight goes out of them.
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne. And I don't see you or me beating a path to the Crone's hand or up to the temporary stronghold the Abbey's got set up.
No, if he eats it, then what? Damn it. I need to pee.
Please do not unzip your pants.
Shirt reeks.
Jawed hagfish, it's nothing. River crust is more likely.
Okay, there was one more guy making the rounds. One guy there, he hasn't moved still.
Huh. My nerves is shot. Something unsavory going on. I'm getting good and drunk with this.
Up on there.
Let's have a look. Right here. Let's check the place, Justin.
Let's get that domino out.
I wonder what I'm dealing with. I wonder who that was.
I should have acted slightly quicker.
I told. What's going on?
Someone there?
What was it?
What?
Can you imagine that? No.
Something feels wrong. Can't stay hidden forever.
Hey, watch out!
What the fuck?
Come on! I don't have time for games.
It looked like, I don't know.
Damn! Oh, shit! Here! Don't let her escape! She won't go far! She's wounded! See? Let's finish her!
Oh, come on.
All right, chopper! I've got just something for you! You aren't doing it!
I bunged it. What happened there? How was I being seen from places? Like, isn't the whole point of verticality that they're not looking up?
Once you reach the Dust District, she'll tell you more. I'll wait here with the skills.
Good soldiers hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. And it got hit by an overseer grenade, and that was it. She was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Obviously, I could just sit here and
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other.
domino people together.
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paulo or Vice Overseer Burke. And I don't see you or me beating a path to the Crone's hand or up to the temporary stronghold the Abbey's got set up.
And you see that. Alright, so that's... It's clearly not stealth. Like, obviously I don't need to eliminate them.
Then she'll leave him. I can wait.
What was that? What exactly happened there? Something touched me and I couldn't pull forward? What the fuck?
Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare uniform.
But that works?
Silver dust out of my ears.
Not Shadow Walk.
That's an assignment. All apples and slippers. These damn windmills in my sleep. Killer.
Dust from the mines.
Okay. Hello, Metal Gear Solid 5. I didn't know we worked like this still. Now that is some fucking stealth video game shit right there. Gives you a brief moment. Power down the wall. Mine collapse, numerous casualties. A representative from the Miners' Family Committee reports that another silver mine has partially collapsed, leaving 8 miners injured and killing 12. The committee maintains that the Duke's unrealistic production goals were the true culprit, citing the overlong shifts that have been in practice since mine owner Aramis Stilton disappeared. The mines are now managed directly by the Grand Palace, until such a time as Stilton returns, or until a new director can be found. However, the Grand Palace's official statement blamed the collapse on human error, and threatened to arrest anyone found guilty of demoralizing the people of Karnaca. We, at the Karnaca Gazette, certainly support the efforts to maintain Serkonos' unity. Our thoughts go with the families of the injured or killed.
This place be any different had I not passed from the world.
I probably shouldn't have done that. I want to see if I can... Nope. No living creatures here.
Another city, another slum. Going back to Dunwall stirred up memories. Things I'd almost forgotten.
It's just Megan. And whatever that fucking thing is, what is that?
Hello, Emily. Stilton's home is just beyond here. But getting inside will take some effort. I've been doing reconnaissance. Talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district. Just ahead is neutral territory where no one will harass you. But further on, the Howlers and the Overseers both have boundaries set up. And beyond those points, they'll attack you on sight.
Aramis Stilton is the real goal. Sokolov said you had an idea.
Yes. I believe that if you take out Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne, the other one will grant you safe passage, and will help you get inside Stilton's home. Neutralize either one of them, and bring him to the other.
What else do you know that might help me?
Byrne is protected by the Overseers. Paolo has the Howlers, but I think he's also got some kind of black magic charm. They say he's got to die twice before the sun sets, or he can't be killed. Good luck with that.
Die twice before the sun sets. I know he's magic, but I guess we'll figure out how to stop that charm.
When the Duke falls, one of these groups could own Karnaca. Better get to know them now. The entrance to Stilton's home is below. That's where I got jumped by the Duke's men a few years back when Stilton went missing. I killed 3 of them and got away with my life. If Stilton is still alive, go easy on him. He wasn't born an aristocrat. If you've got reservations about going after Paolo or Byrne, the Howlers might be holding the secret to the Jindosh lock, a kind of riddle that otherwise I doubt you'll be able to solve. Open that lock, and you can just walk right through Stilton's front door. This part of the city used to be nice, but digging out the silver too fast has ruined it. Some people get to eat the fancy dishes without ever seeing the animal get its belly slit open. The two sides are struggling over the hearts of the underclass in Karnatha. Vice Overseer Byrne offers them the solace of tradition and structure. The Howlers claim to fight for the people against the powerful. You'll have to decide who's right. The Howlers and the Overseers are breaking bones and cutting out tongues for half a block of territory. Like I said, if you don't want to mess with the Overseers or the Howlers, just walk up to Stilton's front door and try your hand at the Jindosh lock. Maybe you're smarter than the thousands who've tried to open it.
Okay, that's interesting. Is this where you've been hiding out? Sad news. Agatha, you can probably guess the reason for my letter. He died last night. Seemed a little better and took some broth. Little Al even got him laughing a bit, but the laughing turned to coughs. That lasted for about an hour, then it stopped real sudden. Like he didn't have the strength to cough no more. Then he sort of spit up some black and more came out of his nose. Tried to get him to cough it out. I turned him on his side and slapped his back and put boiled onions on his chest, but we're no use. And he died like that, eyes bulging out and that black stuff everywhere. I'm taking the children and moving back to Redmore. We ain't never should have come here in the first place. We ain't never should have come here, man. Can't have shit. The double negative in the English language is a mistake. Again, that person. I thought this would let me get to the bone charm, but it didn't. Considering how hard it is to fall off, finally I might able to... but that's clever. They knew I would try. Let me go look at a mirror real quick. There's something trying to grow on my face and I hate it. Alright, sorry for that. Gotta evolutionarily remove the possibility of hair follicles getting blocked up somehow. I have an idea how I might. Eels. I hate that the cans look like the copper wires. Okay. before that. So you can just... And another dust storm is coming. I fucking love that. I am so genuinely happy that the stupid dust storm mechanic from Metal Gear Solid 5 is still a thing somewhere. Nothing though. Alright, obviously I have to push forward a little bit. I want to explore another section I haven't touched. Storefront. I didn't think I have to crouch around for it anywhere. There's a gun hidden here. This is obviously just here so that I can get up, stop the wall of light. But clearly even that's not a necessity. I feel I've been doing fairly good about not being too pedantic and not using my mana and health potions. Yeah, where did that go? Is there anywhere else I could go from this? Then what is this wall of light protecting? The entrance to this place, which I guess everyone knows, even though it's covered in dust and no one's using it. That's a little bit odd. And like, how do they get up here? What are those guys protecting? I broke my back in the silver mines. That's the old Duke.
This is the Duke of Stockholm. Been told that people are complaining about dust from the mines falling up.
Another surprise. That's why you're still breathing.
You may not be aware that our silver mines
Did you just figure that out?
full capacity in order to fund our conflict against the Northern Isles. That's not dust. It's the blood of our enemies.
I love how she uses another surprise, as in the thing that Dad says. United Miners of Karnaca. And now, I could take Mesmerize. Or take those two. You know what? Long-term investment. Three, 4 traits. Chance of corruption is reduced. No chance of corruption when crafting talismans with 3 traits. Still low chance of corruption when crafting bone charms with 4. And now I need 2 more to craft runes. And as soon as I can craft runes, then we're in a different spot.
The old Duke pinned a medal on my father and sent him off to Dunwall.
Sure did.
Jemmy's sister says you can beat any lock in the city. I'm not sure why Stilton's house. We shut up tight like this. But what do you think? Give me a minute. Durante knows how to get in here. Paolo had him feeding old Stilton or watching him. I was gonna pay him off for the secret, but Durante got beaten down by the overseers and taken away.
I don't even understand what this is. I don't see any seams.
Jimmy's sister says it's a gimmick, like he weren't a real locksmith who made it.
No, this was built by Karen Jindosh. Scary smart. He's the one who made the clockwork soldiers for the Duke.
So can you open it? Or maybe just solve it?
No, can't do either. It's a lock designed by a man who creates machines that kill people. You can keep your money, I'm not touching it.
Never mind. Maybe another time.
Or not. Let's go.
Obviously civilians don't care about me, but I was careful. It's gonna happen again. I fucking love this. Like, just the sound of it is like an emission from Stalker. Yeah. Yeah. God knows what that is. Jindosh riddle open. At the dinner party where Lady Winslow, Dr. Mercola, Countess Conti, Madame Natsu, and Baroness Finch, the women sat in a row. They all wore different colors, and Lady Winslow wore a jaunty purple hat. Countess Conti was at the far left, next to the guest wearing a green jacket. The lady in red sat left of someone in white. I remembered that red outfit because the woman spilled her beer all over it. The traveler from Dunwall was dressed entirely in blue. One of the dinner guests bragged about her war medal. The woman next to her said they were finer in Dunwall where she lived. So Baroness Finch showed off a prized snuff tin, at which the lady from Belton scoffed, saying it was no match for her bird pendant. Someone else carried a valuable ring, and when she saw it, the visitor from Karnaka next to her almost spilled her neighbor's wine. Dr. Mercola raised her whiskey in toast. The lady from Fairport, full of rum, jumped up onto the table, falling onto the guest in the center seat, spilling the poor woman's absinthe. And Madame Natsu captivated them all with a story about her wild youth in Dubrovka. Dubrovka? I don't know. In the morning, there were 4 heirlooms under the table: the war medal, the diamond, the bird pendant, and the ring. Who owned each? Snuff box, bird, jewel, ring, war medal. Okay. So hypothetically, this isn't the worst thing to solve. First you gotta figure out what their positions are. And then you gotta figure out what heirlooms each one of them had. Do I want to do that now? Because I can. It'll take a bit. But that's obviously the goal of the entire enterprise. Overseer outpost. Yeah, that's the middle. No way to get there. Dust District. Overseas? And I need one more. Somewhere over there. Okay, there is enough. Don't have any. Amber. Flammable rum. That implies they could have gotten in here some other way. Maybe not. Where could I have been? Show up here.
He was there, the next he was gone.
And the docks were swarming with rats. I know.
That's a trick I need to learn.
It's not like that. Mindy says he's carrying some old lady's hand. Witch. Dead a dog's age ago. Maybe before we were born.
Nasty. But it keeps them alive.
Is it fucking possible?
I says it ain't right cuffing up Black like that. You should march yourself over to a doctor this very instant. Cuffing up Black. But did he listen?
It's got Granny Rags' hand somewhere on it. There's two of them. Conscious nest. Mary Scrimshaw. Just a dead body. Or a bone charm is nearby. Doctor's accounting book, I'll read that in just but a moment. Should be no more nest keepers. Why do I feel like I keep hearing them though? Q sleep darts are always nice. Deeply hostile territory. Okay, I have to have the power to shadow walk. Where am I going? Much further. Wasn't where I needed to be. Just a howler. Alright. We're moving very slowly, very precariously.
Makes a person sick, it does.
This must be Paolo's place.
Okay, I will take these and hide. Vera Mori. Ah, it sure is Granny Rags' hand.
Vera More. I remember that name.
In case you're wondering, Paolo's not one of those unhinged cultists who believe I will grant them favors if they leave a big enough offering or play just the right musical notes. He doesn't care a fig for me. But he put up this shrine because he found the hand of an old witch I knew once. And Paolo saw right away that it pays to have an edge. Sometimes pieces of us linger long after we're gone. The Duke of Serkonos inherited a vibrant city and wasted no time stripping it to the bone. What will he leave behind? And what about you? Who will you leave to pick up the pieces here in the Jewel of the South?
That's so cool.
If you wanted a bath, you could just go for a swim. Now,
Kept the Grand Guard out of our homes. I don't see how you can help.
Okay. Let's go read some books in a place that I would consider safe. Ish. It's at least neutral territory. Okay. Deliver one leader to another. Investigate Durant. It seems that a howler named Durant knows the location of the solution to the Jindosh lock, but has been captured by the overseers. Investigate their outpost to find out more. Note from Sokolov. Sad news. The Jindosh riddle Paolo's concern. Mindy, be on your toes. My twin spirit friend got jumped, and I'll be bleeding away in the void if I hadn't run off like a rat. They had their face covered. Not an overseer, not a grand guard. Someone from out of town, I think. Someone good. All our troubles, and now some masked stranger from across the waters. Spread the word. Howler should be stiff for this one. Now he's talking about me. That's fun. Doctor's accounting book. Symptoms: acute shortness of breath, persistent rattle in the left lung, headache. Recommended inhalation of vaporized sorrel fluids to clear lung obstruction, followed by a mixture of ice and salt applied at both temples to relieve headache. Coupons from Santiago Fisheries, probably 2 weeks worth of fish. Insomnia, dry hands, cramping of the stomach. Recommend eating 4 small onions before retiring to bed to fight insomnia. Daily calf packings soaked in vinegar and distilled leech serum. She'll mend my shirts and pants. I can pick them up end of week. Mr. Viteri, symptoms: nosebleed, toothache, weak nerves, possibly related to bloodfly stings. bleeding at the nose, tilt back of head and engage in vigorous motion of the jaws as if in the act of mastication. Daily injections of purified river-crust echo will strengthen the weak nerves. Half a mutton with payment doesn't look fresh. I'll boil it and I can get to it to eliminate infestation of parasites. Not super cool. Obviously, I kind of also want to go to the overseas, but let's start working on getting Paulo somehow. Everyone's outside and I'm already in. What does that let me do? Some crying Grecians. I thought that was an open window for a moment. I didn't think I can. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? How many can I do? Link 4 enemies.
You shouldn't have wandered outside without bodyguards, milady. This won't take long. I'm gonna cut you into pieces.
Come on.
Come on!
Okay, that's a song. Now I gotta find him again. An asshole. Hand. Ah.
Paolo had a mummified hand?
Sure he did. The fact that I had to do it twice. Probably should have been more clever about the way I go about it. Durant's room. Bernard Durant got himself nicked by the Abbey boys, which means that they've got his office key. Means he might have told them how to open the Jindosh lock. I needed to find a way to open Durant's room, and no, burning the building to the ground is not an option. I also want you to start dropping off food for old Stilton until we find someone to replace Durant. Once you manage to get his office open, you'll find all the details inside. Be very careful when you go into Stilton's manor. The overseers do have the code to the Jindosh lock. They might even want to have a peek inside too. No other entrances. Didn't want to do that, but sure. Fuck.
Is this the void? Are you the cursed outsider?
Out on the sea. Wait.
Stupid, I know. I should have cancelled the fucking... God damn it. Ah. see what you actually have to say to me.
Is this the void? Are you the cursed outsider?
Okay, there was no point in this.
Somewhere near they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple. A banker tricked them out of their home.
Gutter feast. Old Widow's recipes. Marnie's secret powders for bringing on frightful illusions, blurred vision, and the like. Howler dust. I haven't been using the fear stuff as much. It's probably a bad thing. Secondary coiling. God, I love sleep darts so much. This is so universally useful. This is just another way of getting around him. I'm going up. And now I just need to not kill him. On the way to the Overseer's outpost. Where's Paula? Because if I would have opened this, it would have made those noises. What is that? Okay, let's open some windows for future me. I love how it's a completely different place. It looks fundamentally different.
Shit. Holy shit.
I'm gonna miss so much in this zone. This is a fantastic level.
Someone ought to do something.
You're Howler?
Yeah, I can still
Oh, fuck off. No, don't do that. Keep trying to kill him by accident. This might not be the place. Let's try some other avenues. It's just that one. Neutral territory, apparently. No wonder those guys are weirdos. Just keep making noises. I need to not forget that I'm carrying a person with me. That is... I mean, it was stupid of me to think that I could possibly climb a rope without using both of my hands. Emily is very strong, but not that strong.
What's going on here?
Not much in that direction, huh? I'm getting more and more blueprints by the second, which I'm happy for. Alright. I am not above petty robbery. I guess enclosed spaces don't get the same treatment as being outside during a dust storm. remember that. And the problem is this place leads to nowhere.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one? Years ago, the mines were a good job. Stilton made sure of it. No one got fired for being injured.
Yeah, so they say. The mining office handled things like that. And the family committee made sure that the bosses never got too greedy.
Stalemate. Everything worked as long as one side was in out of the other. And that's exactly what happened when Stilton disappeared.
I have so much backtracking to do after this.
I don't want to die!
What's the rent on time? Maybe I just won't pay at all. Who's gonna say?
Okay, can I hypothetically just walk up to this guy?
Huh? Take that, you dog fucker!
I missed the time when I could go to
A
sleep
dead
without
heretic.
wondering if I'd
Always.
wake up.
No way! The Vice Overseer has ordered that we are to tolerate you. Beyond that, I make no promise. I will ask again today.
Please stop!
Begging won't change anything. You stand accused of actions forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required. For theft of food, for hindering a sworn overseer of the Abbey in his duties, death. For the keeping of articles of a heretical and fetishistic nature, for consuming the flesh of rats, death.
I faced worse than...
What's the matter? Huh? You saw something? What was that? Probably nothing, but strictures. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll take a look real quick. Call if you need help. You can't stay hidden forever.
I don't understand sometimes, but that's cool.
Blood flies, baby. I hope not.
The fact that I can just walk up in here, that's quite nice. Behind all this metalwork.
Paolo's been brought down.
You're doing good work here. Rest assured, you have our attention.
That's the end of Paolo.
Vice Overseer. What about you?
Leave me be. You might have done us a boon, but you don't seem like the Abbey faithful. The roving feet. They love to trespass. Souls blackened with all manner of filth.
Fucking idiots! Why is the interact button the throw Paulo button?
Good riddance. That thug out of action. The Howlers will scatter. Hello? Who's there? Change any. Someone there. You stand accused of action.
Silver Teeth Wanted. Do you have trouble making ends meet here in Karnaca? Do you have bad teeth fixed with silver fillings? Despair no more. I'll buy all your silver teeth. Whatever their condition, for a coin each. Come to Velia Street every first day of the month. Clean extraction tools. Bring your own whiskey if you need it.
Forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required. For theft of food, for hindering a sworn overseer of
Dead
the
heretic.
Always
good news.
For the keeping of articles of the heretical.
At last, someone brought down the cursed leader of the Howlers. If you really are a friend to the Abbey, spread the word and live by the strictures.
This is like an entire process of them trying to convince me that they are not cool people. They are very much trying to convince me that this is the worst decision I've made.
I didn't see the one coming through the window. She was quick.
Not a word from the Howlers and cowards, brother. But we accounted for 6 Howler's been beaten! There is a fine line, my friend, between a passing glance and the wandering gaze.
Is that Paolo? This is unexpected. Do you have any idea the good you've done? With Paolo out of the way, I've got big plans for Karnaca.
I've heard about you and your ambitions, Vice Overseer Byrne. But for me, this was a means to an end. Does the Abbey remember its friends?
Yes, we do. And our enemies. What is it you want?
I need to get into Aramis Stilton's home.
Now that's a curious thing to want. There's something very wrong with Stilton's house. It's actually a great concern to me.
I need to know what happened there. Help me, and you'll benefit again.
Thanks to the Duke, we've lost our proper place here in Karnaca. And we've been fighting just to hold the streets against the heretic Paolo. But you shut him down for me. And for that, I'll give you what you want.
I'm listening.
Interrogating one of the Howlers, we learned that some of them knew how to open up the Jindosh lock-ins who went to Aramis Stilton's home. Probably just Paolo and a trusted few. What you're looking for is probably connected to why the Duke had Karen Jindosh seal up Stilton's home.
All right then. This might be the most worthwhile visit I've ever paid to the Abbey. I'll remember your help, Vice Overseer Byrne.
As will I, my masked friend. Take our friend here away.
Oh, they added a voice line that he's alive.
I hope you find what you're looking for. Stilton's house is cursed. Look after yourself.
The Howler detainee downstairs gives key details pertaining to the criminal associates and the heretical leader Paolo. Debauchery at all hours and acts of certain witchcraft, the likes of which our sacred music cannot dispel. Paolo is every bit as vile and corrupt as we suspected. With his dying breath, the detainee revealed that the Duke himself has Paolo sending food into the barred and shuttered home of Aramis Stilton. This place is kept secure by the so-called Jindosh lock. No doubt the Duke obtained the lock combination from Jindosh, and Paolo passed it to the detainee. The weave of corruption is endless.
No good comes from putting aside the strictures. Only madness and death. Remember that. I am so close to something grand here in Karnaca. Call it an experiment. With only a few moves, I could be inside the Duke's palace, running all of Serkonos. Imagine that. one of the Isles, in full alignment with the 7 strictures.
It's not something you could know, but in my time I've been in the company of many members of your order, including 2 high overseers. Some were good men, some were not. So forgive me if I hesitate to fully embrace that thought.
Careful what you say. The Abbey has a long memory. I assure you, if I get influence over this country, I will find a way to serve the Empire and the Abbey. Which is much more than you can say for Duke Luca, Bell. But go in peace, for now.
An interesting conversation to just have casually. What if I pull out the most heretical artifact that I know? Unnerving target. What if I ask my mom about you?
That's why I sense in him. The youngest man to reach vice overseer in decades. He has moved up quickly in the Abbey's hierarchy. He might be high overseer someday. He barely tolerates this new Duke. They must interact on occasion, but he does not like it. He grew up in the cold mists of Freeport on the northernmost tip of Morley. He was nothing then. Now, the overseers look to him for answers and leadership. When he was a boy, an overseer stepped out of the mist, wolfhound by his side. The voice was deep and strong as he recited the invocations. Young Liam Byrne was transfixed. His faith is strong, perhaps overly so. He sees the influence of the outsider everywhere. In the Duke, the street gangs, and even miners. Something nags at him, beyond the usual worries. He will consult the sisters of the oracular order, and they will set his feet on the right path. His father taught him to read, using letters carved into handcrafted wooden blocks. He seeks to weed out the witches and heretics, those who have succumbed to the lure of the void, and who bring chaos where they tread. When he was a boy, turned in by his mother for his restless hands, he extracted a confession as he would from anyone else. It would have jeopardized his ascent to vice overseer to do otherwise. His mother encouraged his musical talent, but his interests lay in the comfort of the strictures and the mirrors of the Abbey. Superstitious beliefs, and the use of charms and spells. He waits for guidance from the oracular order. Once a week, he meets an old friend of his mother's for dinner at a cafe at the edge of town. He listens to her stories again and again, with great patience. When his years in Karnaka come to an end, he hopes to move to the capital. In Dunwall, he will have the ear of the High Overseer himself. Before they took him away for the trials of aptitude, the overseers in Freeport watched him for months, debating his promise. Have I not already told you everything about him?
Sure you have. This is some interesting conversations. I'll read that in some comfortable spot. What if I... Okay. Doesn't seem to mind much.
seen the good work we do. In time, the Isles will be free of witchcraft and heresy.
Kurt Ashworth reported missing. I imagine doing the opposite side of this. And there's probably a neutral route too, like not even tipping the balance a smidge. I love that they don't mind me just walking around picking stuff out.
Heathen or no, you have done us a good deed. And for that, we are all grateful.
Dead overseer. Receiving rights. Book of the Fallen. Stop it. Don't like it. Getting further away from that charm, but I kind of still want to look around, see what's what. Since I have free reign and all. Let's look at some of those new charms that I got. I can obviously craft triples now. White rats can be eaten for mana. Sometimes drop grenades and throw debris at their feet. Okay, go down a level. What? Civic confiscation room?
Leave me be. You might have done us a boon, but you don't seem like the Abbey faithful.
Litany of the White Cliff?
Oh.
Alright, I need access to that room. Contraband. I've acquired more forbidden articles from the street people nearby and need to lock it away in the confiscation room. When Overseer Stellos awakens from his rest, have him bring me the key. Overseer Stellos. What if I just... No? I mean, I guess it doesn't count as pickpocketing if... Okay, that's Overseer Stellos. I love that sound so much. It's
Someone stole it.
I'm getting mogged on. What the fuck is what?
Huh?
Two little bits of liquor, I'm guessing. Alright. Oh, and there was one upwards.
Hello? Someone there?
One even further above, perhaps? Doesn't seem like it. Usually there's boxes. There's that. It's just the overseas place. And they're all roughly this distance away. Can I open this? Oh, I sure can. Okay. Mindy's ink. Oh, Mindy, you've been naughty. Strong arms. Throw further. Can choke enemies unconscious slightly faster. Holy shit, yes! Amadeo Monti, artist, draws advertisements and portraits for the newspapers. Lives near the dockyard. Spotted him with this. When he lost his shirt in a game of dice with the crone's hand. Seems to have interest in ink on his back. Really wants to check it out. Meetup definitely has some very unusual tattoos. I might have to see him again once or twice. Take time to make a good sketch. He's cute, so that part will be easy, but I need to be careful. I think we were followed. Probably one of those limp dicks from the Abbey. Shit, they got him. That's a painting downstairs. Reminder, check out the whale. Heard that one of the whaling ships from the Santiago fisheries brought in a big fat one, bleeding all over the docks for a little while. Because of an argument over port taxes. Need to go take a look one of those nights before it's totally rotten. Could probably snatch a few gallons of blood and grease to refill my ink stocks. Tattoos with ink with whale blood. That's interesting. More Orwell bone. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Because I'm not looking. Now for the painting. Which is somewhere in this vague direction. There. And this is the tattoo parlor. Mindy Blanchard's diary, notes on magical marks. 4th day, month of clans. It's festering now, and the healer says I need to keep the polis on for another day at least. He wanted to put a flame on me, but I took out my blade. That changed his mind. But it's not all I lost, because now I know how deep you cut the tattoos. Deeper just makes them ooze pus. Ain't nothing magical in that. I finally came to realize that it ain't enough just to have a tattoo. A tattoo is nothing but a pretty picture put in your skin, that's all. So I've been studying those marks on Paulo's talisman. I don't know where he got that all dried up corpse hand. He never talks to me about it directly, but something goes down. He takes a bullet in the head, a blade in the gut, whatever, and then he's back in his little secret room, right next to his office, like nothing ever happened. Maybe someday I'll just drink a little more than usual and ask him straight up. Anyway, something out of this world. I just can tell by looking at it. I get a funny feeling close up. Wish I could look close on the marks on it. Whether there's special herbs or something in the ink. Or maybe not herbs, something more. Mayhap whale's brain or crushed bloodfly wings. Or something brought up from the mines and crushed into powders. Well, blood in the ink's not right. Feeling terribly off, head pounding worse than since I was little. Then one boy hit me between the brows with a brick, just because I threw him off water tower. And then tattoos ain't setting proper like. That would have been good to know, but I guess for the Corvo playthrough. It's weird that it's here. Oh, places. Right? Got spikes.
Short again this week. Woman can't count. I'm gonna make a complaint to Paolo.
Now that I'm invisible while I do that. Okay, this is that place I tried to take Paulo but couldn't. I feel like I was pretty clever about how I went about this. So now that I have the key, I can go back in. Which is the one window. So I guess I could put an arc mine nearby when I'm trying to do the 6 double execute. whirlwind. Is that the same one as in Dishonored 1? Sort of takes it slightly faster. Sure is. Code to Stilton's house. This is from our friend the Duke. You'll need it when you take food into Stilton's house. Leave the supplies and make sure the old man has water. Remember, no one else sees this combination. No one. Lady Winslow, Bird, Baroness Finch. Our 2 cuckoos. Durant. It's underway. Your men will be released by the Shindari Mining Company as soon as we bring them a couple of replacements. You just need to drop 2 of the usual drunks into the crates we've prepared. Any reasonably healthy order, but go easy on the drugging. The deal is off if they arrive dead. Take this key. It opens the back room in my Silvergraph studio. Whoever you nab, drop them into the crates and nail them shut. When you have done your part, leave this shop door unlocked on your way. Needless to say, I won't be there. Exile Officer Byrne. Fuck. So that's the neutral option, huh? I mean, it's probably still not too late. Is he confirmed dead? What is his status? There's so many things. Send him to the mines instead. I don't know if I want to send him to the mines. Like, obviously he's ambitious, but are we against the church here? What do we do? Alright, all that's left is to see where that takes me.
Hope they all rot in the void. Calling me scum. I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Have a look. No one's looking at me here. As graceful as a cat. Handbook for new miners.
Playing dice tonight. You in? Just won't pay at all.
The Abbey, the Howlers, what's the difference? They're all bastards.
And this is a soup kitchen that I tried to domino. Let's not do that, right?
Give me a handout. I'm not proud.
I can still taste that.
Do to keep the dust out.
Maybe she's right. I could clean my teeth once in a while.
Yes, yes, yes.
What's going on here?
How about sharing some of the Imperial currency? There's no way out of this hole I'm in, is there?
This is a secret shop, is it? Black market. 5 new upgrades available. Ricocheting shots. Impact grenade explode on contact with living targets. Light framework that sticks to all surfaces and allows a grenade to anchor to a target. Enemies near the primary target are also electrified. Each spring razor works twice. Chain lighting is cool.
I want to ask who you work for. I serve all sides.
Map of Aramis Stilton's home. Digging through Aramis's architectural planning, someone has found a map of Aramis's home.
Glad we could do business.
Okay.
Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. This little war is scaring off customers. This little war scares off buyers. Who's worse? Overseer zealots or... Cause he won't regret it.
That's pretty much all I wanted.
Come back next time you need something. No, we don't meet this week either.
I actually have to break in this time. And there's a code. How do I get that fucking code? This is the first time that they're actually talking a bit.
What is wrong with this city?
A bit hot, isn't it?
Okay, maybe I go through here. Was that always just a hole? I guess it was. I needed incendiary bolts. I got them.
Cabello, are you sure you know what you're doing? I studied field tactics with Brother Cardoza in the peninsula. The pirate crews there resort to these same dirty tricks.
Seems like a good way to take a dart to the belly.
Well, the Howlers aren't known for their caution. But these aren't too hard to deal with, if you've got a steady hand, and you know what cables to cut. Just right.
Okay, so if that was clever,
Wait a second.
maybe I could have. Because he actually blinks in.
Hold on. It looks like it's been double looped.
Why am I sneaking? Clearly stealth isn't in the cards anymore.
I
just need to hold this back while unhooking the pressure spring.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
New boot. Just don't fit right.
It's happening, they say. Not safe, they say. I got news for that. That ain't never safe.
Ooh. No. God damn it. Looking for ways to get in and they're all drying up. What the fuck? Anyway, didn't I have enough? I do have enough. I have more than enough. I can make... Need to craft 1 rune. Sacrifice runes for whale bones. Or use 9 whale bones to craft a rune. And then with that... get this. Alright, let's... Right. Craft bone charms. Sacrifice bone charms. Knockdowns are much less likely to affect you. Okay. 0 and low chance. And I can have it up to 4 times, right? Look at all this. So let's say what does that do for me? Does that mean I'm like stupid fast now? Drop assassinations, restore some mana. Recover from falls slightly quicker. I don't need all of this. But here's my recovery from vermin. Okay, and so I do want... Where is it? Invisible thread. I don't know if those are just like really strong bone charms now, or I'm just making a mess by putting the same option on 4 different things. Maybe let me... where is it? There was a tutorial for bone charms somewhere. Bone charms provide minor supernatural benefits. Locate them into the song they emit or use the heart to detect them from further away. Can activate up to 5 bone charms at once. Bones and acquiring power. I didn't know that. The elixir is automatically consumed. Craft unique bone charms by assigning traits. The trait effects are cumulative, and raw whalebone resources are needed to craft. Sacrifice bone charms and discover new traits to gain raw whalebone. Looks as slightly more health. Sometimes supernatural powers consume no mana. 4 of those, please. Increases their effect to stun mites. Slight chance to recover sleep darts is also nice. One of these will corrupt and my life is going to be ruined. I've got more slots that I can damage to increase from low health. Just draw some health knockdowns, less likely to affect you. Sure, why not? Getting a chance of misfiring. I could technically just craft a double one, but I don't need any of these anymore, do I? None of these are the core magic. Like this might be interesting. Yeah, those are good charms. Let's hope I actually didn't bung them. I have some vague memory. The bone charms of the same type were less likely to corrupt, or something like that. I feel like I read that.
That's what I should have done. Next time, for sure.
Ah, this doesn't solve my problem of getting into this building. There's no open windows. No nothing.
Tonight, I'm gonna trade in some wages for a bottle of whiskey. Maybe try my luck at dice.
Don't know what I ate to deserve that.
That was fairly quick, wasn't it?
So hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
I got stung by a bloodfly once. Arm swelled up, something awful.
Clearly you lived. Mandy Blanchett. Decent district. Valia Street. I'm currently on Valia Street. Cronhan Saloon. Stockton Manor. Grand Guard Checkpoint.
Hark, under she goes.
Yes, 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 yes.
The outsider's balls for luck.
Look at this place. Might be time to head back to Potterstead.
That's what.
Oh, I know about Potterstead. Strowman leaves conservatory. I haven't been reading recently.
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend.
I need to break it. How do I do this? I was really hoping I'd look through this keyhole and the code would be written on a wall somewhere. But in reality it simply isn't. Oh, you know what I might be able to do there? I have the stupidest fucking idea.
Hello? I heard something.
Right? Hear me out. Oh, so smart.
Who's there?
2 coins for that cat lad?
Good to see you again.
Well, no more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
Ah, yes. That's so cute. The bullets in that drawer. This man is dead. From drink? I know he's unconscious. He's not dead. I could have pulled him through that window, you know. It's over here. Wed the month of rain, a love without refrain. Silvergrass Studio capturing special moments. Unsent letter, sweetheart. I am still not sure when I'll be able to join you. I can't close up the shop or leave my brother alone right now. Running a black market business is every bit as tricky as I always imagined. The conflict in the district shows no sign of abating. Day and night, we hear overseer gunshots and those screaming bolts used by the howlers. We stay inside, hoping for all of this to end soon. Whenever I feel sad, I look at our wedding silvergraph. What a special day that was. I have an anniversary surprise for you, and I'm not sure I'll be able to wait to give it to you. Stay safe, my dear. I love yous. Wedding silvergraph. Date on it. Did say which day it was taken. God, this isn't the revolution I thought it was be. It would be. Sorry. Wed the month of rain. No, that's just... it's nothing. No useful. What am I doing? I thought this was brilliance itself, you know? Ah. You assholes. Wed the month of rain. The 14th. What does that tell me? One of the tumblers is 1-4. 2-14. Or 4. Don't need anything else. God, that's nuts. But why was it 4-14? Unless I just really lucked out. Oh, is in like the 4th month, 14th day. So I was correct. I'm just dumb and I thought, oh, it's gonna be like which week of that. Alright. That's a neat puzzle.
Hello?
What do I get for it though? Drinking from a fountain restores health.
Who's there? Who's running around over there?
Oh, this game feels good tonight. So, Winslow, Finch, Nutzer. Conti, Marcola. I skipped over it. Right. Bird Snuff Diamond Ring War. Bird Snuff Diamond Ring War.
It worked. The information was correct.
Go to Ernest Stutton's manor. Five detections. But, you know. Overall chaos level low. All bone charms, all runes, all such shrines. Not miss one painting and one blueprint. Oh yeah, I never got that one, did I? Fuck. The one I saw through a wall. Deduce the door code using the shopkeeper's wedding date. That's fucking great. Added with the vice overseeing the abbey and the struggle for the dust district. That was very fucking cool. That was a sick mission. Dust district is probably currently my favorite one. Kieran Jindosh's mansion, not so much. That was a mission. That felt really fucking good. Took me 3 hours to get through it, but holy shit. There's a lot of layers to it and a lot of things you can pick up. And you can obviously skip this entire mission by just solving the puzzle on a sheet of paper. Just as you're getting in there. Alright, thanks for watching ARTV tonight. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Hopefully the next mission is just about as good as this one. Alright, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Hey kids, tired of your parents always telling you to go outside or to get a job? Want to be as free as a fish flushed down the toilet? For the low price of $4.99 a month, you too can be like the rest of us here at ARTV. This is a disclaimer. ARTV will not turn you into a fish. You'll still probably have to cross it.